If you've ever felt your heart race for no apparent reason, if your thoughts have ever spun in circles until you couldn't think straight, if you've ever felt that tightness in your chest that just won't go away, you're not alone. Over 284 million people around the world experience anxiety. That's nearly 1 in every 19 people. Anxiety is one of the most common emotional experiences we share as human beings. It doesn't discriminate by age, gender, or background. It's universal, yet often misunderstood. Today, we're beginning a journey together. We're starting a series called the Understanding Anxiety series, where we'll uncover what anxiety really is, why it happens, and how you can begin to manage it. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to tell the difference between ordinary stress, the kind we all feel when life gets demanding, and an actual anxiety disorder, which can impact how we think, feel, and live. But before we get into definitions and science, let's start with a story. Imagine this. It's Monday morning. You're sitting in your car before heading into work. Your hands are gripping the steering wheel. Your heart's pounding. You're not late, nothing bad has happened, yet there's a wave of uneasiness flooding your chest. You tell yourself to calm down. You try to breathe, maybe turn on some music, but your body feels like it's preparing for something, a threat you can't even see. That, right there, is anxiety. It's not all in your head. It's your body's built-in alarm system, a complex reaction designed to keep you safe from danger. The problem is, sometimes that alarm gets triggered when there's no real threat. And when that happens often, or without control, it can begin to interfere with daily life. So, let's understand what's happening inside you when anxiety shows up. When your brain perceives a threat, real or imagined, it signals your body through a part called the amygdala, the emotional center of your brain. The amygdala acts like your internal security guard, always scanning for danger. When it senses something's wrong, it hits the alarm button, sending a signal through your nervous system that activates what's known as the fight or flight response. Your heart races to pump blood to your muscles. Your breathing quickens to bring in more oxygen. Your pupils widen to sharpen focus. And hormones like adrenaline and cortisol flood your system to prepare you for action. It's an incredible design. Evolution's way of keeping us alive. But when that system becomes overactive or misfires repeatedly, we start to feel anxiety even when we're safe, sitting at home, walking into class, or talking to a friend. Here's the thing. Anxiety is not the enemy. It's not a sign that you're weak, broken, or incapable. It's a sign that your body is trying, maybe too hard, to protect you. That's what makes understanding anxiety so powerful. When you start to see it not as a flaw but as a message, everything changes. Think about it. Anxiety has helped humans survive for thousands of years. It warns us of danger, sharpens our senses, and helps us prepare. A student might feel anxious before an exam. That adrenaline can push them to study and perform. A parent might worry about their child. That concern keeps the child safe. An athlete might feel nervous before a game. That heightened alertness helps focus. So, in small doses, anxiety can actually be useful. But when that feeling doesn't go away, when it lingers long after the stressful moment has passed, or when it appears for no clear reason, that's when it may become an anxiety disorder. Let's clarify something important early on. The difference between stress and anxiety. Stress is usually a response to an external challenge, a work deadline, a big exam, financial strain, or a conflict with a loved one. When the situation resolves, the stress typically fades. Anxiety, however, can persist even when the threat is gone. It's that internal unease that doesn't always match what's happening around you. It's like your mind's alarm system forgot to turn itself off. Understanding this difference helps you take the first step toward recognizing when what you're feeling is more than just stress. In this series, we're going to explore anxiety from every angle: the biological, the psychological, and the emotional. We'll uncover what happens inside your brain and body. We'll discuss how genetics, environment, and life experiences shape how anxiety appears. And most importantly, we'll talk about evidence-based strategies you can use to calm your system and retrain your mind, step by step. You'll hear stories, learn coping tools, and gain insight into how anxiety can be managed, not feared. But here's what I want you to remember right from the start. Feeling anxious does not mean you're weak. It means you're human. Your brain is simply doing its job, protecting you, even when it misreads the situation. And through understanding, compassion, and practice, you can learn how to quiet that alarm system. This journey isn't just about learning what anxiety is, it's about learning how to live peacefully with your mind, rather than in battle against it. Suppose you've ever wondered when everyday anxiety turns into something more serious. In that case, you don't want to miss the next video in this series. It's about when anxiety becomes too much. Understanding the shift from normal to disordered anxiety. It's an eye-opening look at the signs that anxiety is crossing that line and what you can do about it. Make sure you subscribe right now and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss it when it drops. This next video could help you recognize the difference and take the first step toward feeling better. Thank you for being here. And remember, your story matters, your voice matters, and your mental wellness matters.